It's like Apple when they created the first iPhone. They have their own OS system. It's just a platform. But then Apple create a store, which we never get. We really don't really have it before. We used to have iTunes with a lot of music in there, but we don't really have an Apple store where there's different apps. So Zero actually doing the same thing, where it create a platform. So at the moment you have 700 apps in this platform, and that's created the flexibility where you don't just if you work for an offline accounting, say Mile or previous old one, they are an offline and a closed platform or an accounting software. They will have limitation in terms of trying to connect to all of these apps. So not all your clients will have different kind of requirements. So they may have a simple payroll, or they may have very complex payrolls, up to say 500 people. But Zero, one limitation is it can only do up to 100 plus. That's what Zero told us. We never really have anyone that had up to 100. So we don't really know how Zero going to handle that amount of transactions, and also the volume of the information so it creates by having 100 people in the system. So, I just want to introduce the ladies over there. She's going to help me with the presentation. So her name is Han. Is that your real name? No. Yeah, so if you can scroll down, Han. So that is a marketplace of Zero. It's similar to an Apple Store. When you scroll down a bit more, there's payroll function there. Stop there, payroll, and can you click into payroll? Just payroll in a shell. So that's it. So when you go in, you see that so many apps. And we don't have clients using all of those apps. Really, they have smart payroll. I'm not sure whether they're smart. It has easy employer. I'm not sure if that's easy. No, it's not easy. KeyPay, I don't know what the name means, but I'm going to talk about that very soon. So when you scroll down, so you're going to see there's a whole lot of things in here, and that's the flexibility that Zero tries to create. Different payroll software there will fit into a certain industry. There's not really a one-size-fits-all, but I would say KeyPay is a pretty advanced and full-on software where it can provide pretty much what I can think of in terms of the payroll function. You have some other simple one for maybe deputy somewhere there where it's more into the retail industries and restaurant and cafe. KeyPay is more, it can also handle the same thing with deputy, but also having some extra things here and there. But the functions is a lot. So from this session, I will really want to show you how, not just how KeyPay works, but I want you as an employee knowing how your pays get done. How you started from setting up an employee, having your information is ready. I'm sure that you are looking for a job, you need to make sure you have some public information is ready, including your super, your tax file number. And then how you enter the timesheet, how your manager is actually managing your shift and how they're creating it, how they budget for it. Because if, an old day is really just too cold, whether someone booking on, say, day one, just coming for, and then keep repeating that for the next few weeks. So it doesn't have much in terms of shift management and budgeting in there. So you guys will understand where you get the rates from as well, how your hours get paid, the award that you're actually into. It depends on the industry that you are in, and also how the whole system is going to work at the end of the day, how you get the final net pay. Alright, so Han, can you quickly play the second tab, the KeyPay YouTube? Just one, so I can relax a little bit. Just zoom it in, Han. And video. Does it have a sound? No sound, sorry, technical problem.
Good bit.
I'll have a better connection. Oh, why? I don't think that's the one that I'm recording. No, this one didn't have a video, sorry. Let me play this. And then just put it up here. I don't really need this. Let me do it from here. Oh. Just Yes. All I like about this is the setup. So keyword you pick up there, automation. Ability. Rostering time sheets. Okay. I'm not. Oops. I lose my view. That's why I have so many goals stuck in there. But you can just take exit. This one first video view. Yes. So the reason why I picked that KeyPay video is really, it's not just about KeyPay. So if you see all those words in the automation, you see rostering, you see all those compliance, auto compliance, they are all now. So all the software is about payroll trying to do that, and then some do it very well, some not doing that so well. And the reason, and you'll be questioning why Xero already have a payroll system, but why is someone still using KeyPay? Well, one of the reasons I already talked about, which is the limitation in terms of the number of employees. Also, Xero again, it's, and by the way, the payroll team is up there. They develop payroll functions. Xero here's the camera. Maybe the team too small, they can only get to that level. But so that KeyPay is that complexity where you can handle more employees, you can handle more complicated tasks. And what it does very well is, and if you can move, so you can, switch. Let's my back to that here. Here's our features. So keep the mouse there. So now are the features of KeyPay, and not Xero doesn't have many of them. Right? Xero have the employee service, and this is something that I'll hand out later. Just so you know, there's a big question around this. So the features that Xero doesn't have. So and the reason why I'm thinking about Xero here is QuickBooks, if you don't know, have KeyPay as their own payroll function. So if someone have complicated payroll system and they don't really want to have any other thing, they can go straight to QuickBooks. QuickBooks have that in there as their system. Employee service. So that's the reason I will already compare KeyPay and Xero, because so you already know that Xero. So Xero have employee service, so that's fine. Award interpretation. So that is something that Xero don't have. It doesn't have it at all. Pay commission engine. Oh, might not have it as well. Rostering? No, it doesn't have it. Time attendant? Yes, sort of. Automate? Yeah, it's semi-automate. Flexible payroll? It's, yes, that's not good, but it's okay. Report integration. Single touch payroll reporting, so that's something that I'll touch on if I have time in the in the end of this section, because that's the new thing, internal compliance, and as an employee, it's important for you to know, because that's your right. It's you should be able to get that if your employer actually met a certain requirement from the ATO. And then you've got pay receipt template. So these are all the features that KeyPay has. But Xero doesn't have award interpretation. Xero doesn't have pay commission engine. Xero doesn't have rostering tab. So that's some of the features there. So, Hank, if you can, no, that's fine. I can just, if you can click to award interpretation. So, Kevin, remember I asked whether you know which award that you are in? You don't really know, right? So if you are working in the restaurant industry, or you've been for a cafe, for fast food, there is an award. So which a fair work pretty much fair work giving the industry a guideline of how much an employee will get paid. We don't have an award for accounting or accounting industry, we don't have that. But for building industry, construction industry, they have an award. Restaurants, fast food industry have an award. So the people working in hospitality normally will have an award. Also people working in hospital, they have an award as well. Which means that all the employees will need to understand their rights and also need to look into the award so that you make sure that you protect your own benefit, really. I mean, otherwise you don't know why you get paid that much and how, then why don't you get into another, like a higher rate where you actually getting 1 year older or you're working there years and you don't see any changes. You know, you might question though. So with key pay, it's an option, so you can choose to have it. When I say interpretation, it means, for example, take Kevin as an example because you guys understand restaurants and cafe pretty well even though you work in that industry. So you get, maybe you want to start 5 and finish at around 10. So sometimes between 5 to 6, maybe you got a different rate. If you work up to 7, you might get a lot of different rate. Saturday and Sunday, same thing, different rate. Public holiday, different rate. If you book more than, say, 8 hours, that's a different rate. Or different rate for the one that more than hour number 8. So there are all sort of things. So, and if you are a person that, you know, you have the 1 year barista, and then you have the 2nd year, 3rd year, and then you have the chef, you have the cook, you have the waiters, you have the one under 16, the one under 18. So those are all different rates. Award interpretation doesn't have to do with that. So if you have someone, knowing someone in that industry, make sure that they look into the award, they look into a software that can do that. It will take a lot of pressure off them. Because compliance is something that you can't avoid. It's just something you have to do, and that help you with the award interpretation. So it will help you to put the rates in automatically. It interpret the hours, when is an overtime, when is an extra rate applied, when is the loading applied, all those sort of things. That is what award interpretation is about. And key pay is one of the best in this kind of area doing that at the moment. Okay, and so I think having that now, so I have another 10 minutes. So now I go straight to key pay. So the next, yeah. So with key pay and with this section, it's not about you really understand on how to do things, but I want you to get a feel of how you normally get paid for, or how your manager is going through the system, checking the hours and approving it, and then having that ready for your pays every fortnight or every week. So in there, so that goes from the left there, you see all the buttons. So it doesn't have a simple beauty looking zero kind of thing, but it does have some. It does show the simplicities in there, so you don't have much, even though there's a whole lot of functions there. So, being extent, you have the payroll settings and the super payment. So, just in there with the super payment. So, at the moment, with zeros and key pay, it can do the auto super, which means you can only connect once, and all the submission will be done online. It will be paid online. The employer doesn't have to go through the banks and put in your details or the super fund details to pay you. So it's a lot easier. And that's a compliance as well. And normally in the restaurant industry, some industry where they tend to forget your super. Well, not because they forget, but because they don't want to pay it. Make it quick. But as the employee responsibility, you need to provide them with a super fund. Alright, any of you here doesn't have a super fund? You don't have a super fund?
Sorry, I got your question wrong. I have a super fund.
Okay, right. You're working part-time in the logistics and you don't have a super fund. So you all have a super fund, that's good. So Care Super have nothing to do here. They're coming soon. But so if you want to change to get super, or in case they're here, you can ask them. If you have many super fund, so imagine you have 2, 3, 4, 5. When you started, you don't know that you need to have a super fund, right? They will create one for you, or they will forget. McDonald remember, so they create one for me, but I never remember my super fund details. So when I go to Nando, they give me another one. They never ask my super fund. So I end up having 2, and then I create one. I work with Harry, so I have 3, the third one. So like, and at that time, there's nothing called, super fund consolidation. So I don't know where's my money is sitting. It's sitting around there. So when doing your tax return, you always need to do that, even though you don't have anything to declare. So make sure that if you have a tax file number, do your tax return in there, in MyGov, you can consolidate it. So pull all your super funds together into one fund. That's your money, right? Don't lose it. But with that compliance, you're not going to lose that, right? And what happens is if someone don't provide a super fund, they're going to bounce back. So we all see the money bounce back, and I know who's at fault, and we'll ask for it. If we don't ask for it, well. But again, that's your responsibility, right? And don't ask your employees to create one for you. It's very easy to go online, search for a fund that you're interested in, read through their resume, see how much profit that they're making in terms of percentage, and then choose one for you. Choose a portfolio, the one that suits your future looking forward. So if you're interested on it, then just register with that fund. They provide you with a membership straight away. So don't delay that process. Alright, and when it's going down to have the employees, so here's what I mean by employee self-setup. So you get a link, you use your mobile, fill in all your information. You have controls on your employee setup and information. So it's all yours. Alright, when it's going down, just going out, alright, so that's how we do pay one, we do it later. And then report, I'm not going to go too much into that because that report is quite complex. Leave, again, it's between part-time and full-time, I know you have inherited sometimes have to fill in the particular forms and waiting for the managers to come, give that to them, and get them to sign, because if you don't get the signatures, you never get it approved. Even though sometimes it's just verbal approval, they will forget about it. So that way, you have that request in the system, you know who you send the request to, and you get the approval straight away. Or if not straight away, then when they do the payroll, they see it. So you don't have to worry about the paper flying around the office. Going down timesheet, so yeah, that will be useful later on. Groceries, so I'll talk about a little bit later as well, and then expenses. So again, this is to help eliminate all the paper form flying around. So there'll be no more timesheet, no more leave, no more expenses. Let's say if you pay for something at the cafe, so say Kevin, if Jay tell you to just go out and buy something with your pocket money, you're going to go back and give you the receipt, right? What do you forget about it? Copy that. What are you going to say? When you do, you take the photo, take the pictures, or send it to Jay to approve the expenses in there. So you get them in the system. You can't get them done from the system. It will be somewhere. You'll find it. Right, so that's the thing. So now, Han, can you go up into creating new employee? So you can add a new employee. So Han now going to put her own details in, and and see how responsible he is by putting her own details in. She might want to put them on. So you're responsible for all of that, right? So, and the reason why these are important, Han, just keep going. You bring the festival. So the reason why only these three are important, or these four is important, because they say your personal, there's something that the ATO will need to know, there's something that the super fund will need to know. It's the compulsory information. So if you miss any of those, you'll find yourself in trouble at 1 or 2 point time. So make sure all those information are correct, especially your personal. Can you put your address in? So I can drive over and just give a hi. Random one, that's fine. Big, whatever. Yep, that's fine. Email notification. So everything that works for email. So if you're looking for an employee that you know they're using proper system, make sure you ask for put in your proper email address and make sure you get access to that online, because you have access to all this. You can change it. You can change your banking detail if you want that to be paid to a different person. Like, if I want to pay that to my girlfriend, can I put my girlfriend banking details in? I do a split 50-50. It can be done in here. So email address is very important because everything now online we control. The user security is controlled by an email address. A different email address will give you a different account. Right? So make sure you get a proper one. And you get every notice pretty much through your email address. You don't ask for papers because that's an update. So email, so turn on, I'll just make it no for now and just click next. Okay, so that's your banking detail. If you click on the electronic, just click on the electronic part. So you got electronics there, and you got the cash and check, people don't use it anymore. Manual deposit, they pay, I don't know who, they pay, it's really weird. Electronic, just put one for all. Accounting exam, USB is one for all, and just going through this step. So if you want to add an extra girlfriends in, then just tell your boss to add them in.
How about two?
It's fine. So long as you have enough money, how about you only do casual 2 hours a week, and then you have 5 girlfriends, and where's your money gone? You can imagine that. Alright, choose super fund. So in here, now with the super fund, make sure that you know exactly not just the name of the fund, but also the product that you are in. So a super fund may have different products. So when you do the registration, make sure you get it right, because if right now we don't get the right product, it might end up being into a different account or it might bounce back. So that's, you don't have a cancel fund. It's fine, just skip that part. It's okay. Just click next. So employer can skip this step, right? But that's your responsibility to provide one. Here is an award, I'm looking at that. So if you click on the award, just click on add new. Hospitality, just click add. You have to start something. That's age care, that's fine. Just MVN, but make it, So what I'm saying here is if something is going wrong, it's not our fault. Pretty much that whole license. Later you can do that. So all the pay rate, all the templates, everything is got pulled from Fair Work and put it in here. Can you cancel it? I'll just let it go. Here you go. It's just an example. I'm not going to go through all of those anyway. And then you want to scroll down, so has your pay rate. So when you put your pay rates in, it's $10. Very good. And you work in 2 hours a week. See, that's what I'm normally going to do with this stuff. I'm going to get them to pay too much. And you're going to skip this. Just click next. Just select. You are casual. Start day will be today. So you got to pay $20 for today. You do one section for mine and then one section for Harry. That's just go down. Casual ordinary hours, you can see that? That's it, and then you can just next. In this case, I don't need the time sheet. Just click next. So maybe scroll up. Employment arrangement. First one, Alright. I believe. Again, surely casuals, ACT. So here you can see that it's ACT, it's New South Wales. So then again, so if that's why it's applied. So the table is not just for the ACT, it's for Australia. A different state will have slightly different requirement. So text file number. So if you put all ones in, so make sure you get it right. Without text file number, it's illegal to work in Australia, right? And you get paid. You need to pay the ATL 47% of tax, doesn't matter how much you earn. That's how big it is. That's okay. You can skip that. Just click done. Okay. You can just put all one in that text file number. One. All one. Just one. Until you stop. There you go. Done. It's effective. Normally 000 means that someone does not provide an ATL or text file. Alright, so now So I think that's all. If you click on hands detail now, yeah, there's a lot more. And we're not going to go into through all that. Yeah? Now quickly go to rostering hand. So it's on the left, going down, rostering up. Yeah. So here is when most of the cafe owner is quite interesting. Before they might do it on papers, or they might just in their head, which well, no, they don't really do. And in there, I already rostering myself yesterday and today for the whole day, and now I got a new staff. So can you put? So I will rostering her on the Friday the 14th. If you click on yourself, Friday the 14th, anything. You just go to hours of work. Hours of work there. Up, yeah. And I'll just click save. Just click save. Alright, so I'm now putting hands in. So imagine you have a cafe with 20 people, 23 people, 24 people. You have a list of that sitting here. Now, and all you have to do is really knowing who's available what day and put that in. The next week you can copy that, put into the next week. And when it's that published, all of us will get a notification in here. Like you got a ship allocated. Whether you click on accepted, or I said, I'm not available, I'm gonna choose. So what you can do in here is actually you can choose someone to grab your ship. So say I'm a very close with Brian there. So and I got a ship on today and I have a presentation. Well, I say, Brian, can you just check my ship for me? And I'll put Brian's names in. If he approve it, it's going to go back to the managers. The manager will say, okay, I'm happy for Brian to take your ship. It will swap. So if Brian is sitting there, the ship will swap. And that's happened for not just Keepay, but it's with a lot of others apps as well. It's now become an old thing. And it's very usual when you have a casual run available on what day, because the managers who care. You put in your available on 2 to 3 or 3 to 4. I just put yours there. If you're not available, tell me. They don't really care. And and that's what happened with the rostering. So it might get very complicated when you get more people. And if the manager don't remember really when you're available, they might put you into the wrong times that you don't like. Okay, so up there you see there's an extra step that I want to show, which is the money. So you see the pocket of money there? Can you click on that? So this is a budgeting tool. Just click on the account change demo. So you see there what I need to. You can click to the edit budget and so next to the overview. You have to move them around a little bit. Just move the tail account around a bit. Edit budget. Select location, just set account change demo. Yeah, so imagine that's a cafe, right? So you have all the days in here. So as you know, what did you really want to know? You know that the ways are set by award, by who working on that day. You can't change it anyway. But what they're expecting is from the sale they're making and how much wages they actually percentage of wages that we consider as cost for that particular day. So what happens there is I budget for the sale on the Wednesday is 5,000. Now because I already have myself in there, so what I put in here is 80% of the sale. So which means our budget for that day is 4,000. So 4,000 I can spend on the wages. So can you click save now? So what it shows in there, so imagine you have 23 people. Go back to overview hand up there. So imagine now you get an overview. So click on the account demo. So you see that as an owner, they know how much money they budget for that particular day in terms of wages, and then how much is actually the cost of it. So they see them all. So it's not just about something in their head, it's something that they imagine that they will get. They will actually get that if they get to the sale 4,000. Alright, and what happened there is sometimes they see that the cost exceed the sale, so maybe that I put the wrong person. So instead of getting, Kevin who is 21 years old, I get someone only 18 years old. I save a little money there. And put them there and I reduce the cost. I'd be able to manage a bad day where I don't want to get too much into losses. And also on a busy day, I don't want to get stuck to burn out. So you see how much sale making there and how much costs are involved. So see if the list of 23 people, and someone has to remember how to do budgeting for all those people, what phrase they're in, how many hours, with a schedule, part-time. That'll be a nightmare, right? That rostering is very useful for industry like cafe, retail, hospitality, builder might work. Might not, because they have more contractors. But that budgeting tool is something that I see that not many owners are actually using, because they're not familiar with the costs and the things involved into how much they're going to make in terms of sale, how much coffee cup that they need to make. So again, it's something that if you know someone working in the industry, someone that struggling with staffing, then ask them to talk them more about